So I'm here with World Series champion Justin Dean. So Justin, I know you've heard that a couple times now. I'm sure it doesn't get old, right?
Nope, no, it won't ever get old. It's got a really good ring to it. It still doesn't feel real, so but I'm loving it right now.
So first thing, I want to talk about right that famous play now, right? The ball, the wedge ball in the outfield. Kind of take us through your thoughts, kind of what you saw, kind of maybe explain the rule. There's so many people that don't know that rule or knew of that rule, and kind of your thoughts on that.
Yeah, just he the hitter Barger, he hits the ball hard. He was hitting the ball hard all series, all playoffs really. But so I'm expecting him to hit the ball, and he did hit the ball really hard towards the wall. And I know how that wall plays. How I was playing it off in BP, the ball bounces off the wall pretty hard, So I was ready and expecting it to bounce off really good because he hit it really good, and it just didn't move at all. It stopped immediately, so that automatically threw a red flag in my mind, and then I'm thinking about it in my head as I'm running towards the ball. I'm like, is that a stuck ball, a dead ball? And I'm looking back, and Kike's got his hands up, and I'm like, yes, I agree. Throw my hands up, and just trusted that was going to be the right call, and that the umpires were going to see that, and that was the rule. I haven't seen that play happen at this level of baseball, or like at these nice of stadiums. It's just I feel like the rule was made, when we used to play on maybe travel ball fields or like other, not as nice fields where there might be chain link fences. The ball can get stuck. So it's rare to see that in this type of stadium, but it happened.
Yeah. And I saw reports too, like that ball getting stuck there. That just it really like had to be something to get it stuck because those guys that went out there, they were throwing balls like into that little wedge, and you couldn't get a ball stuck in there. So to get it in there, to get it stuck, it had to be stuck, right?
Yeah, correct. I don't know the numbers or the chances of what it had to be, but like it was perfect. He hit it at the perfect angle. He hit it at the perfect speed. He smashed it. So it was super crazy. That's like a one of one thing for that to happen. You can't recreate that.
Yeah. So I wanted to also just get into a little bit. And I know, since you've come up, you've been great. Kind of just expressing kind of what you've been doing here. When you got the call up to come up, to LA, kind of what were your first kind of thoughts and being on this team, and knowing the expectations of this team.
Yeah, I was just super excited, super emotional, just after a long career in the minor leagues. But I wanted to immediately be able to help the team in whatever facet that was. I didn't know how much I would be playing when I got called up. I knew it wouldn't be a ton, but I knew I'd be mixing in here and there, and I just wanted to be able to help the team whenever that was, whenever I took the field, like I said, in whatever facet. So super excited from the jump to be a part of this great group, and I knew we had a chance to be playing for greatness.
So I don't know if you've heard this, but there's been a lot of talk of like, oh, the best team didn't win the World Series. All that nonsense. Like, this is a 7-game set, right? When you play, you got to win 4, and the best team is going to come out on top. And what do you have to say? Those guys are saying like, hey, the best team didn't win, or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a two-way street, I guess, because at the beginning of the season they said that we were the best team and that we should win, and it's a failure if we don't. So, and then we're not the best team if in that situation, as they say. So it's kind of like, which one do you choose? But the Blue Jays, they literally did everything correctly. They I don't know, it was the craziest series of all time. They hit everything. They played great defense. Their pitchers were on one. So it's hard to fault them for feeling that way. They should feel that way. They were the best team. They played, like I said, fantastic. We just happened to win the game. The object is to win the game. So maybe we were the best team.
Yeah, obviously you're the best team. We're obviously the best team, but also, when you look at, there's so much chatter about the Dodgers. The money, right? Everything that they've done, but and and like you mentioned, like, hey, when you guys weren't playing that good, say in the middle of summer, right? All that chatter kind of died down, like, oh, they're gonna choke again, or they're gonna do this. But for you guys to come out being down in that last, in Game 7, right? You're down to 2 strikes, and you have guys step up like you've done all year. What can you say about those guys, Miguel Rojas, Yoshinobu Yamamoto coming out doing their? Pretty much everybody on that roster did something to impact this World Series, and not just the World Series, but throughout the season, including yourself, right? You'd come in defensive replacement, stuff like that, to help this team get those wins.
Yeah, it's just a testament to the group that we have and the mentality that the group takes hold of. It's we know the talent is there, but the talent doesn't usually win on its own. You've seen a lot of talented teams not reach the goal that they want to reach. So it's everyone having the mentality of buying in to the ultimate goal. It's everyone coming every day to the yard and putting in work and putting in extra work, regardless of status, regardless of how big these stars are. Like they work super hard and they're super detailed, and we just play together. So it's just all of that coming together is a world championship recipe for sure.
Last one, Justin. So on that play that gets hit in the ninth inning that Andy Pajes ends up catching, with you guys looking at that, what's going through your guys' mind in the dugout as that plays, unfolded?
Yeah, as he hit it, I'm like, oh, that's he hit it well, but he hit it high. And then I looked and saw where Kike was playing, and he was kind of shallow, so I didn't really think he was going to get there, at least in real time. And so I'm watching Kike pretty much the whole time. I didn't see Pajes anywhere, and then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere. I saw immediately that he did secure it, but it was crazy to see that him just fly out of nowhere and catch that ball. There's just a ton of plays over the course of the last two games, of course the whole playoffs, but the last two games that stick out. It was amazing.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it, Justin. Much success. World Series champion, man. That's for life.
For life, man. I appreciate LA. I love LA, man. World Series champion.